I'm Denver Peterson, Senior Manager of Quality Assurance at Drata, focused on platform automation and infrastructure. Drata is the leading security and compliance automation platform. We are trying to build trust into the cloud. Our customers are looking to maintain a strong security posture in the marketplace. We integrate with Okta, Google, Microsoft, Jump Cloud. So hundreds of integrations. It's very complex. On top of third-party integrations, we have to deal with a lot of customers' frameworks that they're working towards, and there's these requirements for maintaining their SOC 2 or ISO. We're shipping code every day, multiple times a day. That impact on the team of having to do manual regression for the multiple releases, it was a tax on the team where, say, during a release, it would take maybe an hour to do the manual regression for a release. I'm seeing the bulk of the parallel runs of QA Wolf's test cases completing in 10 to 15, 20 minutes. As we ramped up our need for that UI testing, we did the classic build versus buy kind of evaluation. When we evaluated solutions for automation, we were looking for speed primarily to match the DrataSpeed. What can we get up and going with that can give us the most value? I think that the solutions out there for no-code or low-code solutions, they have the promise that they can solve all the problems, but I was concerned that bringing them in would have a lot of setup, a lot of time to show value, and ultimately, maybe if their system isn't designed to handle some of the back-end architecture of our system, it ultimately ends up being time wasted where the proof of what they can do can't be shown in a short period of time. I like the idea of coding, of maybe doing it in-house versus hiring a team to do it. But this is sort of that hybrid model where not only did we get sort of access to the code, we could see it was being built with real code, no vendor lock-in when we have access to the source code if we need it. So we could really focus on solving the problem of getting us automation fast without having to set up a whole new team of 4 or 5, handful of devs, depending on what it would take to ramp up a system comparable of what QA Wolf was offering at the time. We've got a global workforce at Drata. We've got a lot of developers. But they're not available necessarily 24/5 or 24/7. Like if we go to ship, I think part of the draw from my perspective was if we go to ship something and there is an issue and we can identify it quickly, we can change it quickly with the QA Wolf platform. Their engineers are already usually have responded to us overnight, or when we introduced it, they've investigated it on their end. At the same time, we're looking at their investigation, and we can either look at the code or say, yeah, actually, we know we were going to break that. We knew we were going to make a change in that area of that test case. Go ahead and update the code path, the use case. And usually they get back to us very quickly. They've updated the test and they trigger a rerun, and we're back into a full passing scenario in a short period of time. So I love that. I love that aspect of it where we didn't have to worry about the traditional model there, which would have been test it out, find the test case that's broken, code up the fix to that, ship them both at the same time. We're able to ship faster and still get our tests updated in a reasonable and frankly very fast time. We've recently, upped our test cases and we're at 80%. So we need to push past 80% now. QA Wolf has met their agreement to 80%, and now we're at 80. Now we need to get to 100. Working with the QA Wolf team is fantastic. They're all very great, responsive, and it feels like they're part of the team. So we have the shared Slack channel. And so working closely with the QA engineers on our team, the QA Wolf engineers, they're very responsive, and they came up with solutions to technical challenges that we faced. I see the value in QA Wolf providing, not only do I see the value and we're able to get a team for the salary of one set or an engineer, and we get a whole team of QA engineers working on our platform. I also just love the platform itself, the mechanism of parallel testing, and it's very effective. And so I see that value, and I want to continue. If we were to build out what QA Wolf has been able to provide us in the year of working with them, I'm not sure we would have been able to build this out as well as we've been able to. In 1 year time, we're running 400 test cases on every deployment. Just that platform alone of spinning up the infrastructure, just to spin up the infrastructure and run each test in its own separate container, it's not trivial. And it would have taken us probably a year or more just to get. I don't think we would have been able to get to the speed of confidence that this has given us. Everyone's very happy in leadership to see that because trust is our number one value, that we can release at the cadence that we need in our industry to remain, at DrataSpeed and kind of being the best security and compliance application platform in the market. It's giving us that confidence on each release, and we're very happy. QA Wolf is able to, I think, shortcut time to automation with their team and their platform. And so any company that wants to improve their automation journey and shortcut it and speed it up, I think would be a good candidate for QA Wolf.